A lot of people think it was here for millions of years, but in our stories, the last ice age was receding about 8,000 years ago. And there was a giant lake not too far from here called Lake Agassiz. And that lake dried up. And we called it Uskateo Sagaigan, the lake that was burnt up by the fire or the sun. So these lakes are remnants of that giant lake, Lake Agassiz. There was starvation, famine was striking the whole world. We often hear of a story about this little boy that was taken from this earth and taught how to combat sickness. But this little boy lived on the southern shore of that big lake. And back then we weren't called Ojibwe or Cree or Sioux. We had a common language, Mewaja, 8,000 years ago. We are all common here in North America. But when that little boy was taken from here, this goddess we call Manoa. Manoa means a miraculous being or the earth keeper or earth maker. She created the plant world. And almost every tribe has a similar sound to that. Manoa, Manona, Winona. She is the very same Manitou that we're talking about. So Manoa came to the earth seeking a child or anybody that was strong enough to retain knowledge, to be a recipient of knowledge. Agendasuan, gi kandasuan. So she heard a commotion on this side of the world. So she quickly came here and she watched this child be born. And they named him Kish because it's Cutfoot. And Cutfoot was being monitored or watched by this goddess for 3 years. And then finally she came to the parents named Wiba, which means early, and Onabe, which is the looker, the one who watches over us. But those were his parents. And the parents were approached and this goddess asked them, "We'd like to take your child in exchange for all these gifts, these nourishments. We're going to teach you how to survive." That was her promise. And in exchange for their child, she gave them these black seeds. These black, beautiful seeds that they had no name for yet. But she told them, let the birds do the work. Let these birds, what we call Astiganak, the ones who show us direction. These Astiganakog were in charge of making sure these grains would flourish and that they would be taken around the lakes. So when this Manoomin was given to the parents, the child was gone for almost 50 years. And those parents didn't see their baby for 50 years. But that whole time, that child was taken to the outer reaches of the sky. And that child was taught everything, the science of this world, because humans forgot about science. Again, when we forgot how important, how everything connects, how everything works together. We forgot that. So we were given a chance again, one more chance, that we would know how to have a relationship with the world. Katakimanan. Katakimanan is making sure you're connected to your environment. We need this environment. It keeps us warm, keeps us sheltered. Everything comes from this world. Doesn't come from the moon, the stars. Everything originates because this world gave it to us. So we gotta respect it and cherish it. But when that child was gone all those years, he was taught how to fight sickness. He was shown the science of every plant, every mineral, every rock, every type of water, so that he would come back to the earth and teach all of humanity how to survive, how to fight off that sickness. Mashkikiwe is what we call medicine or any plant. It means strong from the earth. Mashkiwake is like this, the earth is so potent, it is so strong. And that's what they referred to the earth when he returned. But when he came back, he was 50 years old, 53 years old. His parents were still alive. His kukam was still alive. That's how long they were able to live a long time ago. Even though that sickness was occurring, it was that rice that kept them alive. So when he arrived back, Manoa was talked about. What did she name this? The boy who was now an old man. And that old man couldn't remember. He said, I don't remember. I don't know what they called this. And the parents too were trying to recollect in Miigwech and Miigwech. They were trying to remember what this grain was called when she had given it to them. But they couldn't remember. But they knew her name was Manoa. So they said, well, we're going to name this after her. And Manomin is derived from her. They called her Manoa because she's mysterious. She's amazing. And that's what the word Manitou comes from. Manoa, Manitou, is an amazing, mysterious being. And that's what they referred to her as. And that's what this grain is referred to as, an amazing seed. It saved us 8,000 years ago. And it kept us alive all these years. And we're still needing it today. We are being brought back to the world. We are being forced to reconnect. And this is something we need to preserve because it saved our life for 8,000 years. And once you know how to process it and to cure it and to make sure it can last for years, you'll have the most rich grain in your life. You'll never go hungry with Manoomin. And there are so many different stories about Manoomin, Wanabojo, his kokam, how it came to be, the whole process of it all. There are hundreds of stories, but this is just a little bit of it. Those of you that are here, those of you who may have seen it before, we're going to be sending words to your community that may have not been used there for a long time, because our language is slowly coming back. Our culture is slowly being brought back alive. So we are revitalizing old art, ancient art that was taught to us thousands of years ago, to know that it's still here today. It's so amazing that this grain is still with us. So we got to do our part to make sure that it has a home, which we need water. We need to preserve our lakes and our rivers. We need to make sure that they are okay. Because once those waters are destroyed, so is our food. So is everything around us.